Thank you. As you join, let's share, let's bring everybody on board. Keep sharing while we bring this beautiful music from Mount Ambazonia. As you join us, you share extensively. Let's have everybody on board. I think definitely we must reject the revolution when we have issues that are not coherent with the spirit of the revolution. Like Honorable Weber said, we have to move away from politics and practice a revolution the way we are supposed to practice. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, it is my honor to let you know that come rain, come shine, the revolution must take its step, its track. It must be taken away from the hands of criminals, from the hands of politicians who have joined ties. And of course, they have mortgaged the lives of the many people who are dying on the ground. While we continuously pray for unity, we will not relent in our effort to continuously stamp out the thieves and to also ensure that we put facilitators of genocide on their seats. We are very happy at the many live shows that some activists are holding today to continuously ensure that they try to clamp down on this one man. But the more they go deeper and they start calling generals on the down to do audios to defend them, we can only give our pieces of advice to all those generals who are beginning to indulge themselves into politics. This is a revolution, it's not a romance, it is war. And for the many people who have died in Southern Cameroon, we're not going to back down because we are being called names, since we stand against political thieves and revolutionary criminals who are trying to mortgage the lives of the over 8 million Southern Cameroonians. And today, because you stand for the same truth that you stood yesterday against Comrade Cho Ayaba, they today call it destroying the revolution. Yesterday, as they say, what goes around comes around. And a true activist is a friend to nobody, but remains a whistleblower and a judge. And of course, for those who wouldn't know, an activist is a judge, an activist is an agenda setter, an activist remains that which you cannot imagine. And in a time like this, in moments like this, where they have massacred our children, they are still killing some insects, and many other people remain without homes. Villages have been burned down. We have over 1 million refugees spread across Nigeria, Kenya, Morocco, Ghana, Dubai, Cyprus, and you can name the rest. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the time for you to recalibrate and for you to go back and check. Look at your senses, look at where you stand, and look at how much donation is coming. Ask yourself the question, how much money do you have in the coffers of this revolution? Go and have a review. All the counties, look at what you have in your coffers and look at the arsenal, military arsenal that the Republic of Cameroon have. If we do not stand up today against corruption, we are definitely going to destroy ourselves. We cannot be romancing with the same thing that we are fighting against the Republic of Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, as you join, you keep on sharing, we are going to ensure that we fight this fight to the end. And like I told you, no matter what the enemy wants, we will continuously remain steadfast and fight to the end. We're going to take this music for 1 minute. We'll ask everybody to share before I will expose a couple of things. I think my vision for this revolution is clear. You got to share as you join extensively. Thank you for sharing.
Assistant Vice President for Digital Services and Chief Information Officer, Office of Technology and Digital Services, American University of Nigeria.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We continuously strive towards the good of this revolution. And why haters and supporters of thieves, supporters of revolutionary criminals continuously try to push us to the wall. We stand our ground because we believe the fact that there is nobody that can defeat the truth. The truth is the truth. And whether or not we like it, the truth remains the truth. We must uproot at this moment. We must at all time be deterrents to those who will destroy the revolution. I must tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, our approach has never changed. We have stayed the course of this revolution because the same way we were talking before, in fact, we are even softer compared to the days when we were dismantling the AGC. We want to thank those of the AGC who have realized that it is important not to claim others' victory, who have realized that it's important not to always want to be on top, who have realized that it's important to work as a team. We continuously thank them, and like I have said, we welcome anybody from any camp who is an Ambazonian, who wants to fight and has the spirit of the revolution, who apologizes for the wrong things he or she has done. We'll continually have these people in our cycles. That is why it is my singular strength, because each time it goes wrong, I will say, okay, that is it. This is where we went wrong. It is important for those who are peddling issues of people's past apologies as a witness to them. On the contrary, to know that they are making a mockery of themselves. Because if, for example, you say that he will apologize tomorrow, that is because you have not known what it means to apologize. And I want to let you know that apology is not something that is pretentious. It becomes very, very divine and magnificent for you to apologize. In fact, apology is an extra capacity that must be driven into a man by God. Unless, except you are godly, you will never apologize. I want you to know that fact. That is why apology is not a human stuff. It comes from God. You must ask the Spirit for God to give you the humility to go and say, I'm sorry. And definitely that is what you lack. And that is why you can make mockeries on people's apologies. It remains very important, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, for all these people who are making all these audios, from Grand to here, to wherever, whatever corner in the world you are making audios, to let you know that every TATAW is one thick-skinned guy. That's why they call me Smoke, the Rock, and the Gary Master. You can imagine that your audio does not get through the smoke, neither can it get into the rock. And that is the difference we make here, ladies and gentlemen. It is one-man army, and that is why you're screaming from all the corners. Because, of course, like the thief, when you are caught, you definitely be looking for whichever area to begin to back your lies. I have said it, and I'll continuously say it, that we will not eroot our Anglo-Saxon culture, our culture of pride in dignity, not our culture in priding ourselves in thievery. We must deny at all time those who think that this revolution has become a plantation. We must kick them out and kick them out quickly. Either they become submissive, soft, and accept to work by the will of the people and not to calibrate themselves based on the whims and caprices of surrogates. I have come, and here I'm going to stay to continuously preach the word. And there are things that if we don't take out of the revolution, we might not be able to take Paul Biya out. Because these are the same things that the facilitators are trying to put us where we have stood out against La République du Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, it remains my obligation to continuously fight for the cause of this revolution. That is why things are beginning to change. Today, you see a flyer between Secretary Chris Anu and, of course, Barrister Fu Johnson and Tumfo Herbert. You look at the level of unity. That is what we want. Up till yesterday, Chris Anu would never think of bringing Bo Herbert to a show. But I know for sure that our outings have impacted them, and they've understood that they have to change the form, the way we look at ABC. That was becoming a racist, number one racist television. We will not stop to continuously call them out for the things they do wrong and appreciate them for the ones they do good. Let me tell you something. For all of you who do not know, I want to let you know one thing. Maybe by now, you should understand that I am one man who is not after popularity. I am one man whose life was probably written closest to that of Jesus. Because I understand that each time you speak the truth, you can't be loved. Each time you speak the truth, there must be conspiracies. That is why we keep going up and up. We don't need to say the things that we are not supposed to say. We just say the things that are necessary. There are a lot of things that if I say, of course, the revolution will go crumbling. But I say only the things that will rekindle your faith, will rekindle your enthusiasms, and that is where we are. Ladies and gentlemen, how did we get here? That's a very crucial question. And today, a lot of you are shaking. You're shaking like you have some fever. This is because the truth comes to those who don't love the truth like fever. And there is nothing you can do, nothing you can ever do to defeat the truth. Go to my Facebook page, National Telegraph, where I publish some congratulatory messages to Yannick Sikot. Go and look at those who are commenting. The same 10 people repeating comments. That is just to let you know that 99% of Ambazonians belong to this platform. They believe in the truth. They know the truth. You do not need to wallow in your complete isolation by denying the truth. I want to ask you, go and read what Professor Soyinka said. I'll read it here and I'll show the flyer. It is rather unfortunate that Ambazonians think that a revolution should be run on the basis of friends. No, it can't be so. It can never be so. Now, before I continue, ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, let me be clear with all of you that we have already won the war. And that is why you see thieves are shaking inside Ambazonia. I have come and I will not stop until every one of us begin to put Ambazonia first. Not money, not brother, not sister, not countryman, not A, B, C, or Z. Until every Ambazonian, we have converted all the AGC guys into understanding that Ambazonia is first. And that is why you see everything has changed. Look at what's going on social media. AGC is basically quiet. Those who are making noise now, they are surrogates of Dr. Sako, Dr. Common Sense. I want to be very clear here, ladies and gentlemen. I do not mince my words. When I stand out for the truth, I'm not scared of the arrows because arrows don't get into rocks. I'm not scared of the guns because guns don't get into rocks. I'm not scared of nothing. I'm not even scared of the bombs because the bombs will only disintegrate the rock for better use. The rock is the rock. Whatever form you do with the rock, it will only be used for something greater. You either be used for tar, either be used for foundation of a house, it will be used to fill up a gutter, a culvert, it will be used to build up something. That is why Jesus said, you are the rock, and on this rock I shall build my church. So we stand with that particular aspect of the revolution. I want to read something from Professor. Let me get it very clearly. I'll just push it out. Okay, this is Professor Soyinka. Wale Soyinka said, only in Africa will thieves be regrouping to loot again, and youth whose future is being stolen will celebrate it. This is what Soyinka said. I'm going to show you. That's Wale Soyinka. I'm going to post this quote on my page. He said, only in Africa will thieves be regrouping to loot again, and youth whose future is being stolen will be celebrating it. Now, you know what this means? It means that all of you activists, all of you fighters on the ground who they call you to make audios, to defend those who are stealing your money, Soyinka is saying this to you. And you must understand that no matter what we do, we are never ever going to stop. We must understand that the time is now or never. If we want to change the face of this revolution, we must encourage people to understand the truth. We must encourage people to move away from the thieves. Let me tell you one thing that you don't know. Anglo-Saxon culture remains the best in the world. It remains the best. That is why we as a people, 8 million of us, today, you might say, oh, those of you making noise on social media insulting Eric TATAW, because people who support the truth are very silent out there. They're watching, they know the truth. But yet they have started coming out and expect more fight from them because they are coming out to take their revolution back. Today, if we waited to be 20 million or 30 million before we started fighting Pobia, we'll never get to that figure. If we waited to have every material to fight phobia, we will never have gotten to that figure. But let me be clear with all of you that we have to change the game. We are just 8 million, and not even 8 million are fighting. Those who are fighting genuinely for this cause, who are maybe not scared, they are just a handful. But that is not to say the rest 8 million, they are not supporting the cause. So we stand a chance to change the game by shaming the thieves. We have refused, and we will never accept to be part of the rubbish that Paul Biya brought upon us. Why are we living in Cameroon? Is it because 1961 we're independent? That is a root cause. But trust me, that if Paul Biya, if the regime in Yaoundé use our resources genuinely to impact us, gave us jobs after schools, gave us good health conditions, gave us everything wonderfully, we will not be striking here today. We will be different, and of course we would have changed the course. It would have been different. There will be no strike. There will be no call for independence. But because we were independent and we decided to say we are going into a marriage of convenience, and when the marriage becomes inconvenient, what happens? We are pulling out back because our resources were not being used for the purpose. That is why we're standing up against phobia. And so we are demanding our independence. Today we are demanding another independence in an independence movement. We are demanding independence from those who have hijacked the revolution, from those who have stolen the monies meant for the fighters on the ground. It baffles me that a fighter can make an audio against a protector of his money. Suddenly he lost track of everything. But I want to urge all of you not to make any audio in attack of that beautiful fighter. Field Marshal remains one of the best we have in this revolution. So I implore all of you to tread with caution. Do not bother. Let it be. Just let it be. Someday, everybody is going to come to their senses. You do not need to do that because that is the first time he's doing it. Give him a benefit of a doubt. When he does it again, then you know certainly he's out to destroy himself. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Southern Cameroonians, this is one thing I want to say to all of you, that I still take him like my best friend. We've done a lot of things together, and that is not going to deter us from keep working together. Let me let you know one thing. I know this very clearly and simple and clear, that in a revolution like this, you do not need to bother so much because everything has changed. We have come with a new truth. Now, I want to talk about why leaders must work. Why they must work in order for the revolution to go ahead. You see, when my trip to Boya was introduced, we did not bother too much. You know why? We did not bother too much. Because we thought that, as a matter of fact, those who have our monies in their possession, even though they might not be working, we just wanted to see good results. And if the results were good, we will not be talking here. Okay, imagine that those from Coupe Maninguba came live yesterday and said that they received only $7,000. Wow, that's amazing. Now, this is what a lot of people don't know about me. The things I know and the things I believe in. You know, it is only normal that plenty of us will refuse the truth because we do not understand that the truth is the only thing that's going to take us ahead. You see, in America, when they introduced my trip to Boya, I am the one activist who raised more than 50% of that money. In fact, I can say 80% through my sensitization, through the rallies that I attended, and I contributed a great deal to all the monies that most of the counties have today. In fact, that is not something that I can pretend or be ashamed to talk about because that is my trademark. But what happened? You must all know one thing. It's a shame that today you people want to defend thieves. Listen, I want you all to know one thing. You can never, ever fight the truth. No matter how much you regroup. That's why the Nigerian professor says that thieves are regrouping. Because everything I see, it is regrouping. People, everybody, they want to make sure that they regroup to ensure that they keep on stealing And some activists are celebrating it. Some activists are defending it. It's so terrible. But I'm one man who has no friend in this revolution. I have friends only with people who are good, who have the interest of the revolution. Those are the only people I have friends with. And let me tell you very clearly that you cannot be in America and you are not working and you think that you will not mismanage any funds given to you. You cannot. Listen to me very carefully. I want to make this analysis because I stay in this country. You have bills to pay. You have family back home to take care of. You have other side stuff to do. Listen very attentively. If Dr. Common Sense managed my trip to Boya without any mistakes, go to the various counties, go to Boyo, ask Boyo, that Boyo, how many sugarcane? No, let them come. Did they buy for you for my trip to Boya? Ask them. You know, I stayed quiet because I said that I wanted the audit to be out. Because when I asked a lot of these questions some time ago, we are not saying that the IG as a body is bad. No. We are saying that there are thieves within the IG that must go. I mean, in the Anglo-Saxon culture, it is just honorable that per Dr. Common Sense's pledge that give me this. If I do not succeed, I will resign. We have it there. Listen, those of you who are saying that Eric is off track, you have just suddenly lost it because you can, 10 of you, because before, when I was hitting this, most people saying that, no, Eric, leave it. But now people are beginning to see that 99% of Ambazonians now know the truth. And that is why you see the gang here in America called an honorable general on the ground to make an audio. And I want them to know that, let them know this today, that if it comes to control on the ground, forget it, leave it. If it comes to control on the ground, if I make like this, it happens. And everybody knows that. So we cannot be talking about calling people on the ground because that is what we forbid. Nobody, I want to make it clear here that I can never ever call any fighter who wants to take instructions from me, please ask me to drop a voicemail. I'm saying this because tomorrow I want to bring back this video because they will start conspiracy theories. Ask me that, drop me a voicemail to confirm that you are the one talking. So if you don't get my voice, know that it is not me. That is a fact. Going forward, in America, you have a lot of things. You have their lease to pay for those who are renting. You have mortgage for those who have bought houses. You have the insurance of your car. For those who are taking cars, what they call car note, you have to pay money, you have car note. You have maintenance, you have fuel, that's you put gas, petrol. You have phone bills. You have, for some houses, you might have water bills and electricity bills. What do you have? You have miscellaneous. Sometimes you pick tickets on the road, all of those things. And then you have internet. You have money for parking, those miscellaneous, put you under miscellaneous. I mean, you have general bills. And then back home, people expect that you give them money. And then you also have to save. You have to save money in order to develop yourself and expand your business and so on and so forth. Now, looking at all of this in America, if you are not working, it is very obvious that you must steal. You cannot be in America without working and you think that if you have money or you are in a position of power, you will mismanage. You will not mismanage. Let me tell you one reason why Dr. Sako probably thinks that he cannot step down. Because I think, in my opinion, not because they think that they have any more thing to offer, it's because that is a new job for these people. It's a new job. Because otherwise, why do we have a team that has failed? Even Cameroon just sacked Patrick Kluivert. He has gone to a new team. So we cannot have a team that has failed woefully in managing our monies. Go to all the counties. Le BLM did not have money from my trip to Boya. No. The BLM had money from the BLM people contributing as a county. Manu fighters did not have money from my trip to Boya. They had money from Manu people contributing as a county. Kupe Maninguba only managed $7,000. But imagine the fight that Kupe Maninguba has been fighting. What has Momo had? What about Mezam? Ngokutunja fighters are complaining. Boyo. Look at all the areas. It is so terrible. And if not for our personal initiatives as individuals who have the zeal to see this fight succeed, all we now want to make noise today. All we now we for today. Today, some activists na defeat talk now because say I will put my voice on top and I will damn the consequences. Yes. Now, whether when I can meet up the revolution back for this stage, while they try to bring them back. If I stop one day for talk, 1 week, this revolution will go somewhere that you will not believe. Because I know that's what God ordained me to do. I've said things here. Only talk what I talk, I shut down for 10 days. Yes. Because people know. And school, they can't start. When I go see how school will be shut down. Now, maybe that at the talk. So, not be because say, you don't come meet talk revolution where we don't talk. If you don't be here for only 10 days or 1 year or whatever period, like some people they claim. But the thing they will don't talk them. Now I don't make revolution there for the period if you say if you can talk. Until you don't call and make audio call Eric TATAW. You said you call the audio, you Eric TATAW for audio, you the fear. You the fear. Now one man, now me one, I don't make an all, I don't shake because if you say when I don't successfully corrupt the poor of Ambazonians with lies. Anglophones will move from lies from Pobia, will do the same lies. When I come now, one person that complain, whom is not doing well, but will say, okay, go. Listen, I don't really talk, say no. Now, one interim government day, and that interim government, now will be led by Sisiko Ayoktabe Chilios. I repeat them. Even around I go make audio come, as I don't talk, as now the people's platform, Vox Populi, Vox Day. Now so it stay because when I try our best for destroy Ayoktabe. Someone like me say Ayoktabe will never be president. I say yes, that is the truth. He will never be president because a man who is already president does not need to be president. It's like you say, you will never have oxygen. Do I need oxygen? If you talk about a man not president, they can't say no ever be president. It's stupidity. So we see a situation where a group of people they gang up. Look at when I look pan from Gala for a woman. The other day for protest for her, I meet up I think that Dr. Cornelius, woman, one of them. Ika womi say Eric TATAW. It's a cry. For this year. JC the rest of the day during the protest they will do feed this thing. I see how the woman will go through trauma. Yet when Ambazonians them, when they can't support people the way they ask them when they cost leadership for jail. Because the reason that was there for this situation, because of mistake for people there, they be manipulative. And when they try to cleanse them, they pay money on the for the refugees or IDPs. When they pay people, they make audios for the cost Eric TATAW. Waste of time. Because every time I can talk, I'm going to shake. Any time I talk, I'm going to shake. As I talk today, say, we don't need no leader who will not get job. If Dr. Sako, Dr. Common Sense, show we a job, we need to know where to do work henceforth. Because if you do work, no man will corrupt you. If you do work, you earn your own money, say pass Aringa, nobody can tell you, hey, you go do one. Because if you need to work, you remain vulnerable. We be hope saying an experiment. Now, by the way, I'm the only person where because say they must pay your house rent. But that period, that grace period don't expire. Because nobody get leader, they need work. If you need to work, that's the truth. In America, don't name one of the bills and work for pay here. So if you need work, you must mismanage. You must be manipulated. You understand? I do work, my wife do work because we need to survive. We need to take care of our family. That is the truth. So if you need to work, there is no way you can lead a revolution. No way. You must thief. You must mismanage. You must support what they take for do something like that. Use small a gift. Now, by the way, for America, Lord, they say president need to take gift. Anyhow, that's the truth. Because when I not be there, matter na one thing. No, we there for this stage because of failure for my trip to Boya. Now I wait 10 months, 8 months ago, I be asked Dr. Common Sense say, give we any man don't chop money, it don't so. Because the major people, how many is John Egewan? I say on a reason for my head. John Egewan do there for Fakomi to me. I tell you say don't chop money run. It tell Fakomi say no ever say one franc ever pass through you. But can't happen say be the highest man don't take the highest money. How many Defense Council, National Security Council, Dr. Common Sense before man for Berlin, the time where he be the acting president because now no day again. How manage the very Security Council don't dismiss John Egewan, then Dr. Common Sense to keep it for the Dr. Common Sense group because there's no IG group. That's what I want people to know. There's only one IG, the interim government report of Ambazonians, led by Yoktabe. Any way Dr. Sarko today, when I call on Dr. Common Sense group, when I give any name, that's fine. You guys forget one group. But the IG, we need, you know, if you can't take somebody's property, take somebody's house, the entire kind no one. That's not going to work. And we, the justice and truth speaker, will not allow it. I tell you very clean and clear. Today, I'd be happy to say ABC, congratulations. When they bring Barrister Fu Johnson back, because I don't tell them how much, and I don't make that man useless. And Barrister Fu Johnson voice not enough on ABC, because ABC not get power away, all those television they Cameroon, they get them. And you know how many diplomats they watch Equinox? All diplomatic call for Cameroon. I mean, now the damage that one I don't do them for we. Barrister Fu alone, if you do diplomacy way, $1 million, nothing do them for 1 year. But what's going to happen? He has been destroyed. You see? He has been destroyed until you text me, please. I'm online. So, he has been destroyed. So, today, we have a position where everybody, the only cry, how did we get here? How would you get here? So, it be so sad, say, we as a people allow ourselves to get to this level. All man, all them people crazy, not every TATAW because I travel cleans. You see today where they don't take Barrister Fu, bring comrade Tumfo Herbert for ABC because I tell them say waiting. I tell them say when I not be take ABC to turn into comedy TV. When I think only racist people they can't talk for the way they only talk because they support IG. So we don't lost a whole diplomacy for 1 million for free. Wait till IG not fit do them. Because when I be bring Barrister Fu can mix inside politics. When I do the same thing for Nambere, when I destroy Nambere with one comical life for the Ambazonian people, so I give 30 stick and sugarcane. But we say, we say Nambere day, but I don't talk, so I don't start to say, I got to revamp all them. If I don't bring Barrister Fu, then I will show and say, 2 hours they talk, it will work very well. And I will end this show for time they will come live, and I will invite all man, make it go for day, go make sure so when I watch that show, when I share and me go, oh, me they get the highest views ever because Barrister Fu day. So when I know people, Southern Cameroonians, this revolution get for change the face. Somebody can say, oh, Eric TATAW, you have lost track because you talk true. That's the point. When I know the impact, when I know what you lost them in Barrister Fu, when I know what you lost them in Barrister Fu Johnson, okay, look, some time ago, Dr. Sakobi say, we're going to play match with in Kurdistan, and I wait, you might look down name for that country. You might go look the name for the country. Because I remember very well. He said, we'll get friendly match with you them. Okay. Kurdistan. So we'll get friendly match with Kurdistan. But today I don't see the match. The match not there. Because these people are good at propaganda. Will not be operate the kind way. Will not be operate this way. Will not be operate so. So will it cleanse this revolution? So any man where want me lead some group, even I want make new group where they call Dr. Common Sense group where na Dr. Sarko will be leader, that's fine. When I make sure say meet each show pay slip, when I never know where to would work. When I find committee for because I never get paid any work, and then they know where no they because if man of pay bills, anybody pay bills and go tell you what for do. That's the truth. If man of pay bills, anybody pay bills must dictate to you. So okay, do so. But we're not supposed to be at this level. How would you get for the point where they defy you and say, oh, President Sarko this? How did we get here? That's a question mark. Because the people the way they pay Dr. Sarko bills after my trip to Boya finished when I saw them chop am, they do it. They decide for start manipulating. Say, okay, you have to take this power completely. You don't take power completely when all the major media outlets for the war, for the Ambazonian war, they support Sisiko. Go for National Telegraph with the public and say Sisiko Ayoktabe na president of Ambazonia. That one because we endorse C. We know the war, we know the history for the war. We know the history for the war. Because Ayoktabe na my claim independent, he remain the president. He big claim no money force on some person, a natural thing. Go for State Department, go for Congress. Ask any my for Dex. Say una no Ayoktabe, una no Sako, they will tell una who they know. Go for State Department, Ayoktabe name them for all documents. Go for embassies, now name them, una want change how by which means? That's the question. Go for all top media organs, BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, Sky News. No type himself online. Look him. How I want change him? That's the point. So something there when I never just change and by the way, on the way with Babiton, I say the worst mistake when I ever improve here that is impeachment. Because this is what caused us all these problems. Because Dr. Sako agreed for be president of Ambazonia until the only idea he said say leader of the revolution. Which revolution? Which revolution? They barely picked you as common sense, gave you trust, and then you want to betray the people. So the issue be simple. Bishop Abang Manfe, the problem I say, if you make mistake, you drive for some speed limit, you pass the speed limit, police pull you, you get to go beg police, beg for pardon. Me majesty is cheating for them. Not before cards talk say, this man be don't run past the speed limit. They so you give excuse they only be now for defend your case. You explain, not be say only for bring some man inside your own shit. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Until activists away, they don't ever publish no true information, they don't get no intelligence. They come today for cat defensive people. Yet where Soyinka tell when I say thieves then they regroup for continue to steal, but they celebrate them. Now who ever kick them out? Not the other way around. 99% of Ambazonians don't align. I don't care about that. Even if 99 be there against this talk, I will still be talking because I saw they be there before they can understand. Gospel way introduce them for new people because one of the new gospel. I be just assume say all been a Muslim them or been a Buddhism, the type of support IG. But now some new gospel don't come in a Christianity. Now we struggle all way for ensure say we change the game. So all man go the resistance until people don't understand and say truly in a Christ be die for cross. That's how it works. That's how it works. So now every day here, all now on the today self. If you don't, today you take your hand, you go ride, you coach Ayoktabe, you be thinking waiting for your head. You be thinking waiting for your head. For my don't go underground for 10 months. Now you get death penalty. Your family there, woman they cry for Ngalafo. Think about the fact say they did for jail then 10. None of them know oppose that man. They just support him because they know we be. Prisoner, they will sing Ayoktabe name. When I come out here, when I take Steve Nebon, when I Steve Nebafu as they call it, the rest of the Sako-Sowigism, when I change them, when I undermine, wait prisoners they do and wait today, don't cause 7 deaths already for set. 7 they die for set today. As I talk about because they beat them, they don't give them chop. Now Ambazonians and that, when they get up in protest, they protest, they sing. So my name when they believe in the fact say truly, now that person is. But when I do it, when I go online, when I undermine them, when I start to say, no, na conspiracy, nothing for 2018, nothing for last year, until some clean things so all man is here. Then we therefore for DC, when I go put fake office address when it exists. Now, when I don't talk to some different one day, I don't go to the office no day. So where are we going to? Where are we going to? And also, I'll go find now, when I go pay some small office of $150 or $250 for cash and for Facebook. Well, when I can't lie, I will go for they go ask the lease, the day when they sign the lease. So when they tell me, say, get out. I just answer the one quickly, one side comment. You see, when I be disorganized, when I support Dr. Sako, I want to recommend on some class. When I call Tapang Aibo, when I call it, when I take lesson for him, me teach you now how to arrange lie and conspiracy theories. Where if I come back, then I tell you, because now if I fight now, I fight on myself. I'm not ready for fight now. All the Blue Army. Now I say only 2 live shows now call Fee Marshal. Now call Fee Marshal, say make audio, call that man, threaten me. But I interview it when I take Fee Marshal reputation from 110 and bring them down to minus. But now I go still lift them. Say Fee Marshal is a good fighter. Very good. Maybe not to do. So me, I'm not tell Fee Marshal, get there, you're a fool. I don't still pledge $250. I will continue for the BLM because I need fee marshal for the fight that fight. You know, for involved for the dirty point we put on cheap money, they confuse you. Every brother Chris and will be top make noise say, yeah, fee marshal not be the top many months ago. The BLM has its own problem. And so they're not even grab news on our own score, so the BLM. The BLM has its problem. We only continue for support. Man, you get your own problem. All man get problem for his side. So we must continue to advise our fighters. You know how many generals I know? No, that's the truth. How many people tell you this happen here? They call, oh, leave this thing, do this, do that. That's how it is. Coordinate it. So you not come today because you know, it be very normal. So I want to say, when I go learn, when I go take classes for conspiracy, because I don't know nothing. When I only come, Dr. Sako name Dr. Samuel Sako Ikome. When I don't wipe Dr. Muba without ink. When I know where write for class 1, class 2. You pass go class 3, start use pen. When I write the pen, instead of the wipe cancel and write, when I don't wipe Doctor, when I wipe somewhere, when I don't wipe Sako. In fact, when I don't go wipe now, when I don't go pass or back, when I go wipe the E for Ikome. Don't mean Ikom. When I even know one as Sako, and I won't mention them. So it's too bad. So now I travel for I mean, it is so crazy. So we got to stop this. Blue Army or whatever I call ourselves. I think when people don't support, they don't demonstrate clearly say we not get the strength to fight every TATAW. Now why that way they call field marshal me help now. When I need backup, but the backup intercam back down on now. So it's so poor. So Ambazonians, when I get this one as a point, say wait I do am only for one reason. Me revolution be pacified. Me revolution be pacified. Because if when I want to fight, so I want to fight every TATAW, when I fight now, when I need see smoke, now not be see me. I want very expensive, I get 9 lives. AGs will not succeed for key one with all the firepower for conspiracy. Not be small Steve and the rest, all these small activities they come yesterday, 2 days ago, they go take Bob Guy, they owe 60,000 when not even get figure. They when our own people the way they inside IG, they leak on the wrong information. They don't imagine. Go sound they go. Never imagine. So let's calm down. We go be happy, say we unite, but the thieves will go. Like they talk about ID cards, so man just mention them here. I can't propose to say we get ID cards, but me go for counties. They say no, it must come for central government because they won't only touch money. If it work, if it earn money for America, because you know, see somebody $2,000 or $1,000 or $3,000 or something because you get your own. If it will not be enough, you go manage. But once you not get nothing, any taste some man talk, you more green. How many some man can talk so you go county by county? Then time for ID card, you want to go na central government by central government. It doesn't work. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a money and know one thing, say, all those old they do them, all my because of every TATAW, we now know say this is just the beginning. Until all them can understand, say, thief-free, not be part of the Anglo-Saxon culture, and not go stop. As I don't start, so I don't start. And only the way go bring unity, because if these guys, you don't see the hunter call but heaven, because they know say they don't become useless and redundant. I'll get to continuously remove them out from that so-called clique, that cycle, that regrouping for thieves. It's never going to happen. I want to repeat our voice like I've been talking about Kome Cho, Dr. Cho Ayaba. I'm not getting no problem with Dr. Cho. Now that way go defend the Masters of England, I publish him because he do good thing. He go talk for BBC, I publish him, I talk about him, and I still thank you for that move. If Dr. Sako do any good thing, I will talk. Take for example, Dr. Sako day for year, Senate day for year, you get 100 senators. We get some person will call me. Hello? Hello? Okay. We get 100 senators. We get 435 members of House of Representatives. Caribas, he introduced some resolution. Instead of Dr. Sako, 1 minute. Hello? Yeah? You want to talk? No, we'll not take any call because if you talk negatively about Dr. Sako, they'll say, I'm arrange and so we'll make calls other day. It'll be important. But if you drop me a message anyway, if you get any suggestion.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for this awareness show that you have actually given to us. You have actually educated us and we've known a lot of things that has been going on. I think some of us knew of all the things that have been going on since we didn't have...
don't say anything negative about Dr. Sako. Allow everything to me. Just If it's appreciation, you appreciate me. If you want to criticize me, I'll take it. But to any leader, I will not take it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just want to appreciate you. You know, majority people in Ground Zero, we just want to say thank you. Thank you for what you are doing. Thank you on behalf of all the hero who already passed away. Thank you for our refugees in Nigeria. Thank you for our leadership in jail and all leadership that has always been fighting for this struggle to make sure that we actually go to the promised line.
Okay.
Eric, you remain the vanguard of the revolution. Continue doing what you are doing. What you are doing isn't going unnoticed. We will continue to worship you. Please stand on that lane. We are behind you, and God will protect you. No weapon fashioned against you will ever.
Thank you so much.
The enemy, and we stand by you in Jesus Christ. Amen.
Thank you. God bless you. Okay, bro. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Now, God bless you. Now, the point I say, it be very simple. Like I'll be trying to talk. Say, we'll get to change the way we operate as Ambazonians. Okay, it will not be fight for Bia if we get the kind of cobweb all over our houses. We'll not be called general, me call people that want them, call people that make audios, you know. Yeah, I mean, we must agree, see, as a people, what you have to do now is just help for sanctify, for cleanse the revolution. Because we'll not be get there for the kind of position where, I mean, no country, no get money, nobody has money. We only struggle on our own now for see how we do for fight the war. Yet people they only talk say me they give money for central government. So I don't talk and I'll repeat. I say if you get your citizen label, you don't put out for IG, go block the cat, cut the cat out, because that IG made it work again. The other members they remain there. If they no one calm down themselves for understand say there is an organigram for the interim government where the leadership na Naira 10 for jail, then me they forget about them. I want to be the people from that own group called Dr. Common Sense. So any money we get them for day, go move the money, block all your credit cards they don't put up for anything where Dr. Sakodo they receive your money, block them completely. They got to go get jobs. Anybody waiting for IG, me make sure say the work. If you know the work, I dey the country, I fit top down my chest, I work, I pay tax. I need to fear nothing. I no owe IRS, no 1 franc. So I need to fear nothing for top. That's the point. So we'll be very clean and clear about the whole this thing there. We'll not be get leaders they need work, now they manipulate them. We'll be fit take that grace period, say we'll be just have my trip to Boya. If it be succeed, we'll not going to look about their jobs. Because they do a great job. We'll not be too deny say Dr. Sakono work for it, don't try. But if they misappropriate money under your reign, and then you not come out here for come sometimes they still call, well, I know if you take calls and please, I know take calls and so if we not come out here for come put this thing straight, all we will be perished. So this one I opener. I wanted Blue Army say when I not go shake tree for Manawa because me I need to stop when I don't start. Ask some go read about Eric TATAW for Cameroon at the time I start my newspaper. I be Nyamankundo don't lost breaks I need to stop at the camp. Ask Mayor for Manfred to go tell you when I start Telegraph for 2013. Oh man, they hate me. I mean all. So I be right about Mayor Ayok because he been a very popular guy for town. So I be no, it's not been an easy war for me. But I will go office, mayor for town, you go office, but the town you play draft. I did this time, mayor for town, they chop parole for pack. I mean, the mayor was everywhere in town, but he was not in the office. But they go sign document and they see mayor. So I start write 99 points. Why mayor ABC will bring CPDN down for money at the time. I write them, now so his supporters they cash me, beat them, insult me. But they see and say start go office, cancel, start they fine. All the cast start buying me shark. I shark the shark. So I wait on a shark tomorrow. Oh, no, make it go. Oh, every tattoo this, every tattoo that, every tattoo this. Now me one. So the whole Blue Army, I be told I say I won't be impeached. But I know impeached females because I'm a man. No, if you tell like about females, the only general where you wear grief fight, you wear Adidas, Puma, very nice general. So we respect it. And we don't impeach Blue Army, and the army clear say they don't transfer Blue Army power again for grief wearing general female. So we'll be happy, we'll be in peace with our general because our general they need the top of general anyhow. General if he make mistake and we forgive you for that. So Blue Army na say so they don't move in power now. People have been impeached by the Common Sense, Dr. Common Sense group. So we are not fight power, we are not fight. I know if you fight, I know if I fight, I know if you fight. So when you talk about Brado, okay, might just address the issue for Brado. The point I say, when you talk about Tabanyang Brado, first of all, I be Tabanyang is number one enemy because the Tabanyang claim that not get for calling name, say it's a not get right for auditing, but I don't talk for you, say the only man if you talk for you, say Tabanyang they do this in a person way, he don't put a Chinese hearing aid for a ear. So when I talk English, we get for hear English, but they translate into Chinese, so you mean hear fine. Because I don't talk clean and clear, say Tabanyang must go auditing. If I don't blame Tabanyang, say any money we get for you, where they accuse you, they put the guy for accuse you because say he never go for audit. So I don't know why they claim say Tabanyang, but I don't no man give me no opinion. Like some people they talk about say I take information or Yerema or whatsoever. Me and Yerema no get no discussion apart from one conference call with Agbo Valerie put me down. I don't talk am clean and clear say I don't get nothing for take no instruction from Yerema. But I get a leadership for J where they respect them. And I get my sources where people they publish stuff for J, where they publish stuff for Yaoundé for Konenge, who be give them? Nobody. And we get a very interim government where Dr. Sako can climb on top TV, go claim say they be know about what happened for jail 3 weeks ago. Whereas they didn't know because Secretary Chris became live, he can be dumbfounded. They didn't say they give information from jail. He never knew anything. So all this conspiracy lab, we want to talk about the last thing about what happened for Congress. Resolution 358. When a very good step for our independence movement because the first Cameroon government for that region say he must go for dialogue. When I hear all man corner dialogue, the Cameroon government avoid dialogue because for dialogue, we as a people must ensure that win our cause because we get all the proofs so we'll be an independent country. Now, after I don't talk about the Congress issue, the same Daniel, Honorable Daniel, the right, the claim say he be there for Congress with Dr. Sako. When I lie, he be write me the other time say Dr. Sako no ever go Congress, but he go on behalf of Dr. Sako. Because I remember say yes, truly, me and you, Daniel, we don't go Congress one time. In fact, the last thing we do together. So now you go take picture with some white man when I sign some deal. Una block your face. Now see, you know all over social media. They block your face. Say, oh, now Dr. Sako is a Congress. I want to say no Senate of America, no congressman or woman or person for House of Representatives. Where they take picture of you for inside office, then they block your face. No. That's the first insult for American Constitution. The first insult for American free press. Say they block senator or congress person face. I admit all the corridor. And I see them at the snap put and they do video for them. No man stop you. Now you're right. No man stop you. Any office will get policy for no video, like for senator for Delaware office. They say office policy, no video. Will be only talk that day. Will come over, will not do video. But sorry they do video, will do the video. Because they ask before we do the video and tell them the reason why we use them for private and for public consumption. They say go ahead. Because now free space, so when I not go take fake thing when I can't cover and when I put, it was so shameful. So when I don't reach your level when I lie about diplomacy. Even when Dr. Sakode around here, I see the talk chop people for a house, in go nowhere, you people continuously do this. It's so bad. So now they use Facebook for deceive our people on the ground. When AGC do this thing, when they go to do it, they can't condemn and be glad. The same thing with AGC do and Dr. Sako they can't do today. Yet where we want to talk and I say, oh, you get who's problem with Dr. Sako. When I ask that point, say, I get who's problem with Dr. Ayaba. No problem. And I want to say no problem. Say, oh no, no jealousy. And I say, how would you be jealous to Ayaba when me and you not be the same age, we need to stay for the same country, we will not get the same job, we will not get the same. It was so just crazy. And at the same time, I ask the same question. So any man will be done to support me, that will be the condemn the bad things the way AGC they do. Please come back for your senses. Now you be out of your senses. Now you be mad. Now you be out of track because your own truth be selective. I talk about the priest and the sermon. Yesterday, I assume somebody preached about fornication. You be like him because you know the fornicate. Today, I assume I about chop with the fornicate. That's good. Today, I preached about theft. You not like him because you get person to support already thief. Not be so. Me as a preacher, as a priest, when you talk a sermon, I don't even know the one way now it affect you. Now you display them by your comments on Facebook. So if I not be get the comments them, I not be get all the audios them, means say I not be do good work. So it means say I dey help for convert some people. So I need more of those audios. I beg. I need more audios. So now that audio they make I dey measure my strength. I dey know say that work I don't enter well. Like today, as I want to do the live show, so I need like 20 audios. When I get like 20 audios, I'll go say yes, Erica to me say you don't touch people that you do the thing. People that they need to follow the philosophy. Now so the next time now I can't touch a new set go come. Me say that other people they don't repent. You say we blue army don't be wiped out. Don't bring our general from ground zero. So that is how it works. So now the understanding that and I must train that because I know how communication work. If I don't get feedback, it means that message never go. Because if you look change for communication, it start from the source. when I'm me, Eric TATAW. You can get channel when I'm Facebook. From channel now, it go for audience. Audience will receive, and now when audience receive, audience will give feedback. So people they don't get them, she don't quite put it, they react. So now the feedback I take, and I can do new show. They cycle they always start for me. Now me and the end with me because now me I get the feedback. So now just then inside media for just help for the communication chain. So thank you now very much for fulfilling the communication cycle. Now keep on with the audios, keep on with the videos, keep on with the write up, with the insult. It means I work very well. Now whether Jesus Christ the top of cross for last day, it looks so. It's a Father, forgive them for they don't know what they are doing. So I forgive all now because now I will clear. So thank you now very much, and now get a very wonderful weekend. We'll get a special show tomorrow. We'll continue to get show. So make all man be very calm. We'll continue to praise Field Marshal. We'll continue to support the BLM County because of the backbone to that for this independence war. We'll not relent. You get $10, $50. We'll get for the BLM. Any man will contribute for the BLM, please. No relent, we continue to contribute so that we'll get Field Marshal, we get all the necessary equipment they need for defend homeland. And one ask us, all they do all different stuff. Field Marshal, we relent, we withdraw because it not be necessary. We concentrate on the thieves. Now because I say not attacking Nambere because Nambere was misled. They do the same thing for Field Marshal, so we have to learn that sense. So we'll concentrate on the demons, the cancer, not on the cell where the cancer won't affect them. So that's the change. So thank you very much. God bless you now. And have a wonderful day. Thank you so much. At the come out from here, I go for Senate. We'll get meeting for Senate of Maryland in office. So anybody want me to me for there, I will get there very soon. From here, I drive straight there. So thank you so much. God bless you now once more.